It's Tuesday morning, and that means just one thing. We're back in the saddle with Gareth Woods, our gaming guru and proud father of Ethan. He's a papa bear, and it's all about being a creative parent when dealing with those cold winter months and spending more time indoors with the kids. It doesn't necessarily mean that you separate. We can use gaming as a means of connecting with our child and educating as well. You can see how much of an advocate I am for gaming with your child. Why? Because I'm also a proud father to little Jack. And this is awesome to me. I mean, technological advancement at the moment, our kids are going to start outstripping us pretty soon. So the gaming might be a nice way for you to catch up with them as well. But when we look at the traditional ways of educating and connecting with your child, what's different about gaming, do you think, as a father and gamer?
Well, I think it's no different to you go back to, building a puzzle together or playing outside or whatever. We've just taken a lot of those games and made them, video games and kind of added the extra dimensions that video games allow. So you have a puzzle, now it's a video game puzzle, and you can work together and play together. So it's still this connection time. And I think in the past, it's kind of been this thing where gaming is sort of, vilified and put on the side as like this, taboo thing that you don't do. It's like that's for kids. But I think more and more as a generation of former gaming kids have become parents, it's this opportunity to now share that love and passion with children,
And a lot of them, the majority, even your kind of way out there, very action-packed games, still rest on one common theme, creativity.
Yeah, 100%.
You've got to think out of the box. So when we look at some of the things that you've encountered through your gaming, what kind of themes really come to the fore for you when it comes to gaming and educating your child? What excites you about... Is Ethan old enough to play games yet?
Not quite yet. He's just turned 1 a couple of months ago. So it's going to be a while till I can actually play some of the games with him. But I think at the moment, sitting on my lap, giving him a controller, letting him pretend that it's him controlling the game is definitely one of them. But I think, as you asked, a theme that's going on, I think it's definitely much the shared experience.
Yeah.
So, in the past, game might have been this kind of isolated thing. You sit in your room and you play and you enjoy this sort of world created for you.
Yeah.
And those games still are around, but more and more you're finding games are about socialization, playing together, 2 players, same console, being able to play together. So mom, dad, mom, kid, whatever combination, the 2 children together being able to play. But I think the more we're sharing that experience, the more enjoyable it is for the player.
No, I love the fact that you're also looking at educational mediums that are packaged in a very entertaining way. And games really are amazing and accessible, but we have so much choice at the moment. When we look at the games, and in particular the consoles, the formats that are available, what should we be looking at as a first jumping off point when it comes to gaming with our kids?
Cool. So I think some games that kind of stand out as really good for kind of family fun and for kids and all that. Games like Skylanders, we've got a lot of the Lego games, particularly Lego Dimensions, because they bring through that kind of tangible, real-world element, and the fact that you've got a toy, and then we've had it on the show before, like with Dimensions, where you actually build the Lego and then you put it in the game, and then that creation that you've built is then playable in the game. So there's this great kind of experience of being able to still play with toys, use imagination, and then be able to play a game with them. It's great. Obviously, the Nintendo Switch that's just come out is a massive move forward in terms of like family entertainment and be able to take that portable and play games. But even the kind of games that are on Nintendo tend to be those kind of more family-friendly, kind of kids of all ages, as you've described it before.
What would you say, if I had to ask you to kind of put your head on a block now, what would be the best game to play with your kid, do you think? What game excites you the most?
At the moment, I'm super excited about playing Mario Kart. So if Ethan were old enough, that would be the one, because it's just super accessible, it's very fun. And it really brings the kid out in anyone. I mean, when we played it last time, I think with you and afterwards the crew all had a go. And you could see everyone's age just kind of like went to lowest common denominator, age kind of 5. Everyone's sitting around staring and cheering on. It was really just a fun experience. And so I would recommend Mario Kart at the moment,
Oh, I absolutely love it. And as we've said, and we want to reinforce it, it's not about pulling yourself into this other world where you separate from your family. And there are games to do that, and it can be a great outlet, but it's about taking the time to connect. But it means you as a parent then have to be conscious about the games that you choose and about the console or the platform that you're going for. Oh, dude, well, with my 3-week-old and your 1-year-old, possibly at some point they might turn into superstar e-gamers that are making tons of money through the process. But thank you so much for taking the time to explore this side of the gaming world as well. Really, really exciting stuff. So hopefully you at home have been inspired as well. Don't disconnect from your little one during the winter months. Take an interest in what they're doing. Actually get their advice. See what games they're enjoying, what they are learning through this process. I think you're going to be absolutely amazed to find out just how creative and educational the games out there really are.